Okay, welcome everybody for another video of Ultimate General Civil War. Today we're going to be playing Crossroads. The rebels have strengthened their presence at Cumberland Gap, a strategic position near the junction of Kentucky, Virginia, and Tennessee states. They recently made Mill Springs their winter quarters, and this position is our next military target. Detachments of the Army of the Ohio have been already dispatched and will gather at Logan's Crossroads to commence the assault. Your mission is to protect Logan's Crossroads until all our troops arrive. And I've already put in our first corps, so let's go ahead and get in there. Detachments of your army are gathering at Logan's Crossroads to commence an attack on a rebel force at Mill Springs. Our scouts have spotted rebel patrols at the woods heading towards your position. Guard the crossroads until the rest of the detachments join you. Okay, looks like we'll get to bring 8 brigades. I'm going to take... Who should I take out here? Maybe I'll remove Gibbon and Walton. And we'll get... do we want these skirmishers? Do I want the skirmishers more, or this cavalry? Probably the skirmishers, because... I want... Actually, let's just bring in another thing of infantry. Because I definitely want all of the infantry to be ready for Shiloh. Okay. No, I don't want woods. I want these 6-pounders, Canfield. The reason being that Canfield needs to rack up some experience, as does Early, and Woods has the horse artillery perk, so even though he'll be coming in later, he should be able to get here pretty quickly because of that perk. But okay, let's get situated here. Go ahead and start the battle. I'm going to put Scales and Heinzelman over here. Let's go ahead and put Franklin over here to the right. Revere. Maybe I leave Brewster up here, and I have Revere and Brooks hold down here. Okay, yes. Brooks here, Revere here. I'll move Canfield up to here, and Early up to here. Let's speed things up. Okay, here's the rest of our units, or at least some of them. I have 2 Moors. They actually look kind of similar, too. It's kind of fun. Great, we've got Woods coming in, along with Gibbon. I'm waiting for these guys to turn, and then I'll bring in Moore and Stokes. Let's move our shock cavalry more back a little bit. Okay, they've gotten a shot off. I'm going to dismount Stokes. because he'll fire a little more rapidly. He'll do a little better on the ground versus mounted. I'm gonna put Woods over here. I'm gonna move Loomis over here, Walton here. Have more fallback because I don't trust them. Yep. I'm gonna move Trigger over here to scope this out a little bit. Oops. Let's move skills this way a little bit. Come on, take your shot. I'm gonna move scales over here just because I don't know if they have any other units coming. Okay, we are getting rear flanked, so let's actually call scales back. I'm so sorry, Scales. I'm gonna have Brewster move up a little bit and fire on Stevens here. Yeah, looks like there's some skirmishers over here. Maybe I can move more over to deal with that. Okay, we're gonna have more hold position, wait for them to fire, and then move up. Okay, here we go. While they're aiming at scales, we'll take them out. Have him trigger, here he is. Over to the side. Okay, I need Gibson to take a step back because I don't want him tanking all of this down here. I'm gonna call scales back. And both of these units focus pond. Let's bring Franklin over and put scales here. I'm gonna mount up Stokes and bring him around this way. Okay, that was good. Let's take these prisoners. Okay, we've got a charge coming in over here. Something I'm doing a very bad job of is having detached skirmishers. So I'm going to send scales skirmishers over here to help out. Okay, here's the attack coming from the east. What happened to Moore? Here he is. I'm gonna have These guys come down this way. Oh, you don't need to run. Let's dismount Stokes. Let's bring Gibbon over here. Okay, I thought another infantry unit had survived. We lost a colonel. That is pretty darn terrible. So I'm gonna have Revere and Brooks keep dealing with this. I'm gonna have Heinzelman come this way. Where's Trigger? Here we go. Let's attach skirmishers. Okay, and then fall back. Might have more go and look for the artillery. Let's move Brooks up a little bit there. And we'll forward on here with these men. I'm gonna move Walton back. Maybe Loomis come forward just a tiny bit. More. Dang it. I did not want to eat a face full of canister, but that's exactly what I did. Okay, on the bright side we captured a unit, so that's not too bad. More will finish off that artillery unit. I don't want Stokes to just eat a charge. Oh my gosh, I keep losing so many officers. This is so frustrating. What do we capture? 6-pounders? Not super impressive. Franklin got pretty messed up in that fight. I'm gonna have Stokes mount up and then come down and help with the fight down in the south. And I'm gonna have more come up here. I'm gonna move the artillery forward a little bit. There's 2 skirmisher units over here. Only 1 is firing, so that's fine. Let's dismount Stokes and get him firing. Maybe I'll have Gibbon come help out over here. Okay, and then the next time they aim, I'm going to charge in with more. There they go. Let's go ahead and keep after them. Okay, good. Let's bring Gibbon around. maybe Heinzelman too, if we can. More can come down. Oh, Gibson very briefly surrendered. Maybe we keep running Brooks. I'm gonna swing Walton out wide a little bit. Where's more? I don't know what happened to the cavalry, and I don't want to send anyone out really to deal with it because I'm worried about them sneaking through. Let's get all these fresh troops running. How's your firearms? It's not bad. Let's have Loomis start running. Yeah, let's hold fire here, everybody. Okay, racking up some more melee experience. Same here. Let's just let these guys get as much damage in as possible. Looks like we're done here. Yeah, so I think all we've got left is this unit, and then there was the cavalry that ran away, but I'm not really going to bother with them at this moment. Let's bring all the skirmishers in. Let's mount up here. And maybe Moore and Stokes can come together and possibly look for that cavalry unit. Oh, there they are. Let's have you two come over. Man, I can't believe I can't even see them. Oh, there they are. Let's see if we can get a pistol shot in their rear. Indeed we can. And let's see if we can't. Oh, well, they turned very quickly to shoot. Let's get off one more shot here. Very good. And then let's charge in both cavalry units. And I sent Trigger over here because I'm looking for the supply wagon. There's a supply wagon that I last saw in this area. And looks like we're chasing them down. Let's go ahead and speed it up. Okay. Alright, we did pretty well. Lost about 1,000 men. Killed about 6,000 infantry, along with a smorgasbord of other guys. Captured some muskets. Oh, these are actually fairly decent. The reboard muskets are good for right now, and it's also good to have more of these Springfields, just because I'll need them, and the palmettos. Okay, sadly we lost this divisional officer. We also lost Heinzelman. We now have Ellis. And let's see. I could actually replace him with a colonel. But he will also be a colonel shortly, so I'm not sure if it's worth it. And I guess another question I have is, should I give every artillery unit the horse artillery perk? I do think it's certainly useful, but I don't know if everyone needs it. And I'm just kind of looking at what the future perks will be here. Alright, we're gonna go horse artillery, just because I do think it's quite good to be able to move really quickly. And I'm gonna put a point into medicine. We're going to replace our loss here. I think I had somebody else get hurt, didn't I? Maybe not, but I could have sworn. Oh, was it? Yes, it was. It was my cavalry officer. So we should have, okay, Heinzelman wounded. See how many veterans I got? 385. Yeah, we'll just put some rookies in here. It's fine. Same with Loomis. He was at what? Let's put him up to 1250. Slowly work on getting these guys to higher levels. Walton is just incredibly strong. And yeah, I'm not going to put too many men in here at the moment. I'll just bump them up to 1100 again. Brewster will get to 1400. I think that's... No, he was a little higher, but we'll just leave him there for now. Woods, Early, Canfield. Man, we have so many of these 6-pounders. I could very easily give him Napoleons if I want to. But I also just kind of like how quickly these fire, to just sort of rack up as many shots as possible. Let's look at what I'm going to... Okay, so eventually I will give him a better weapon. Than the Smith, but honestly did fairly well here. And I have no problem bumping up to like 300 men. I'll just gonna keep rocking those Smiths. Yeah, I'll bump them up to 10 guns. Ah, with these howitzers. Maybe I won't. Yeah, I'll leave them at 8 guns because I do want I mean, but I could always just give another unit the howitzers. And he could have Napoleons. Yeah, I will bump him up to 10 guns.
Yes, sir.
And then I can give him Napoleons later on. Sorry for that little moment of indecisiveness. I'm going to go ahead and keep restocking these other units. Moore is now Canfield. And if I were to put rookies in here, it would hurt him quite a bit. So maybe I'd just put 100 veterans in. Try to not lower his melee too much. Franklin lost a lot of men, unfortunately. Kind of don't know how that happened. Sorry, Franklin. And Ellis.
Yes, sir.
And I think you were originally, yeah, you were originally at 300. Maybe I bump you to 350.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I'm feeling pretty good about that. So next time we'll play River Crossing. What does the enemy army strength look like here? Okay, we're bringing 14,000. 14,000 to their 11,000. But I remember from my last playthrough that this is a relatively bloody battle, or at least the way I conducted it in my previous campaign, it was bloody. Maybe it doesn't have to be that bad. In any case, I am going to go ahead and stop here. Thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, as always, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. All these things help my channel out, and I would appreciate it. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next video.